Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney and welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're not. I am so excited just to film this short update for you guys. I feel like I haven't posted in a while and I just wanted to give you the update on what's been going on in my life in 2025. We will jump right into it. So 2025, I really was thinking like, okay, you get to January 1 and it's reset time. And I got to January 1 and my trajectory of my goals went from here all the way down, just a steady decline. There were a couple of things that have happened, like with some of my friends that I just, my heart was breaking for them. And then I also realized how stressed I actually was and how I just could not even be emotionally available for any of my friends or myself. And the stress was stemming from my job. And this is hard to admit, especially because I've lived in the islands. I've hopped around so many places, and finally I'm back in North Carolina, and I really want that stability in my life. And I caught myself just convincing myself day after day, I can do this, I can push through one more day, when really what was happening is the industry that I was in is just not in alignment with my soul's path. And what was happening, if you've watched in videos earlier or prior to this, I had an eye twitch, my ear was whooshing. There were physical signs that I was avoiding or not connecting the dots to when it came to being in alignment with myself. And finally, when I got to this realization, I realized that the root of it all was that I was just creating this self-doubt in my job that was trickling into every aspect of my life. And it was not just affecting me, it was affecting my relationship with my incredible partner, Evan, and also just even my yoga classes. I would be teaching a class and questioning myself on every yoga pose we were doing. And it honestly was just a miserable experience in my mind. And a couple weeks ago, I just had a breaking point, and I physically am the heaviest I've ever been. And it's just a vulnerable moment to admit that. And nutrition wise, I was talking to a nutritionist, and I couldn't even be honest with her about the emotional eating that I was doing just to cope with the stress of my job. And I can't blame anyone other than myself for, where I am now. And I'm sharing this with you guys not to get any sympathy or any, or anything, victimize myself or anything. I'm really sharing this because I'm coming from a place of this is what I just went through. And I am finally, fingers crossed, ending this cycle of not being in alignment with my career path. And I wanted to just share that with you guys because I know that it can be scary to jump into the unknown and the uncertainty of life. But honestly, just being in tune with how you're feeling, your stress, what's the boundary of pushing yourself too hard versus being up for a challenge and asking for the support as you move through these stressful times. So I had a breaking point and I chose to leave my job. And as I wrap up this job currently, I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I've gotten, and it's just not the right industry for me. And the more and more I sat with it, the more fear that came up around like, what am I gonna do? Like, what are my finances gonna look like? How am I gonna make this work? Can I actually do fitness and wellness full time? Like, all these limiting beliefs started flooding in my head. And the answer is yes, I can do that. And the only person holding me back from those goals is me. So I'm here to tell you guys that that's what I've been going through. And life is not always like your peak. You know, it's not always your best month or your best week or your best day or year. It's like, it's a journey. And this is the lowest mentally I've been like the past couple of months. And my creativity has just been shot because I've just been in this fight or flight mode and, you know, just drowning with the self-doubt, which was just created by my own mind. And I think like it's interesting to share it now because I'm finally like crawling out like inch by inch out of this low space, like in my mind and in my day-to-day through healthy habits and practices that are allowing me to become more expansive. And I'm happy to share those updates too. So that has been what's been going on the past couple of months. I did make the decision to leave my current job, so I'm wrapping that up next week. And then, you know, while this was going on, in January, I enrolled in health coaching school and I've been working on that. So that course ends in April and I can sit officially for the health coaching board in July, which is super exciting. And other news that I have to share is in a couple of weeks, I'll start as an online personal training performance coach. And this is super exciting to me. I'm grateful for this new opportunity just to take, you know, the leap of faith to try something new in my field of passion and see if it shakes out. I've always done fitness and wellness as a side hustle and never like a main source of my income. And Evan has proved to me that like you can do it. He's a full-time personal trainer and just like completely outperforming himself and his expectations month after month. And it's just so inspiring to see. And he's been triggering me right in front of my face to like be like, Sydney, if I can do it, you can do it. And you just have to believe in yourself. And that's literally what I'm learning, that it's what, you know, that's what it takes, is the belief in yourself. And I'm so grateful to have community and people around me that support me so much and they believe in me, but I haven't been believing in myself. So here's to believing in me. That's the update. So in the meantime, if you have any comments, questions about this journey on like how, you know, I got to where I did, in this moment, please let me know. I wanted to just share from my heart like what's actually been going on. My action steps from like here and forward to come back into me and come back into my body that I want, and my goals are to really just start over again and choose me, create a routine that is sustainable and not too rigorous for me to just fall off the wagon again and again and again. And it requires discipline, it requires planning, and just the motivation and consistency to get to where I want to go. So I will be updating you guys in the next video. But Evan and I are going to be starting the Whole30 diet, and that's how we are really going to just reset our diet, our approach to clean eating and eating healthy. the past couple of months, like even though we eat healthy, it's like either I'm like overeating portion sizes because I have been choosing like more snacky processed foods. I've leaned in more towards convenience, and I've just like added a bunch of things to my meals that don't necessarily serve my vision for my physical health goals. So with that being said, lots of exciting things to come, and thank you guys for listening. If you got this far, it really means a lot to me, and I've been wanting to share a video like this to update you guys on what's been going on in my life. I love you. You are so seen, and if you are going through something similar, like, you will get through it on the other side, I promise. When the darkness comes and the lows of lows come, you will climb out. You are resilient, you can do this, and it literally just may take you realizing like a change has to happen and asking your people, your team, your squad, your pack, your partner, like, hey, I need help in this time, and I need you to help me pull myself out of this dark place that I'm at. But at the end of the day, you can only get out of your mind. So ask for support, ask for help, and then, you know, it's on you. It's on you. We got a choice to live in this life and really take advantage of this time that we have on earth. So let's make the most out of it. Thank you so much for listening to me. Please like, subscribe, comment on this video if you like it or not. But that's me, The Sauce with Sid, sharing from the heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.